I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to Screencastify, a free web-based tool for capturing screen video. This is a wonderful tool for recording lessons your students will watch, and also for asking your students to demonstrate and document their in-class learning. There are many screencasting tools available. I've tested many of them, and this one is my favorite, primarily because I'm a full-time Chromebook user, and it works beautifully with a Chromebook. Now, to install Screencastify, you'll need to go to screencastify.com. Just click this blue button you see right here, and it'll install a Chrome extension, which will appear up at the top of your screen, right up there. And to start your recording, you're simply going to click on that extension and select one of the following options. Now you'll see three choices. The first is Browser Tab. If you click that one, you will only record the activity in one tab that you have open. And you have to remember that if you switch to a different tab, you won't be recording that activity. Most of the time, I use the middle option, which is Desktop, and that just records everything that happens on your screen, no matter where you go. And then the third option is Webcam Only. If you want to do a first-person video explaining something to your students, for example, that's a great option. You want to generally make sure your microphone is on, and you can choose the microphone source. It'll, by default, select your webcam mic, but if you have an external mic plugged in like I do right now, you can select that. The last option on here is the embed webcam. I do not use this one very regularly, simply because a lot of times the webcam videos, kind of picture-in-picture, will end up hiding something that I'm trying to describe or talk about on screen. But if you do turn that webcam on, it'll be in one of the corners. You can pick which corner of the screen you want it to appear on. You configure that as you wish. You hit record, and you'll be off and running, which is exactly what's happening for me right now. Now, one of the great things about Screencastify is that they give you some nice annotation tools as you're recording your video. So I have this little toolbar down here in the bottom left corner, which gives me things like an annotation pen. Then next to it, we have the eraser to erase everything. And then finally, that's the clock, shows me that I've been going for 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and erase those tools. If I want to move something around on the screen, I'm going to go back to the pointer, and I can, say, click here. That red circle that you just saw appear, that is the click pointer, which is turned on currently. So you can see right now I've got that one selected. So anywhere that I click, that red circle appears. I can turn that off if I want. Or we can highlight using the shadow tool, so it shows exactly where my mouse is currently moving. Screencastify offers all of those features included with the free version. A lot of the other screencasting tools that I have tested view that as a premium account that you have to pay for. So that's a really nice thing. Once we're done with our recording, we'll click the pause button and stop the recording, and it'll immediately save. Now, Screencastify integrates directly with Google Drive, and so the video that I'm recording is going to be saved into my Google Drive account immediately. That's very convenient. It has free storage space in there, and I always know where my videos are located. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the screencasting recording page. So these are all the recordings that I've created in the past. These are all saved in Drive, but just gives me this nice interface to go in and check it out. Now, one thing that I can do, again, even with the free version,
Hey guys, today we're going to be using
is I can click on a past recording. I can view it, but I can do some simple editing. So if I click on the copy trim button, I am able to, come in here and snip out the beginning or the end. Typically, takes me a minute to stop and start the recording. I can crop that out to make sure my videos are not too long. That's included again with the free version. There is a more advanced editor that you'll have access to if you decide to upgrade to the full version. The last thing you'll do is share your video somewhere. So I'm going to click the share button up here at the top. and it's going to give me two options. Now, by default, that video is saved to Google Drive, but it is private to me, so no one can access that video unless I share it with them. If I click the Get Link button, it will automatically change the file and drive to anyone with a link can view. That's what you see right here. I can go ahead and change that. These are the standard Google Drive options that you've seen in the past. Alternately, I can also publish that video to YouTube. It shows what YouTube channel I'm currently in, and then by clicking that link, it'll upload that video as private, public, and so on. If you are a Google Classroom user, there's a little bonus feature for you. If I've selected the Google Drive choice, you'll get your Google Classroom icon. It just simply copies the link for you and allows you to select your class and paste it in. It doesn't really add any new features. It just saves you a little bit of time from having to open up Classroom and do all of those steps manually. Again, all in all, I think Screencastify is one of the best screencasting tools available, especially if you're a Chromebook user. The free version is wonderful, and if you are comfortable with it, if you use it heavily, you may feel enticed to upgrade to the paid version, which again is a great deal and offers some even better features.